Hello guys, welcome to Bangkok Chili Peppers TV. I am Oda, and in this episode I will spend 1 week in Peru, in the Cusco area. Let's see how many things I will be able to explore. My journey begins in Cusco, a city of history, stunning architecture and amazing food, once the capital of the Inca Empire. From here I hike Palcoyo at 4,975 meters above sea level with breathtaking views of the Andes. I will explore the Sacred Valley, from Morai's circular terraces to the salt pools of Maras, the ruins of Pisac and the hike in Ollantaytambo with the Templo del Sol rising in front of me. And finally I reach Machu Picchu, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. So join me on this adventure! Let's start with Plaza de Armas, Cusco. Plaza de Armas has been the heart of Cusco since Inca times. Back then it was called Huacaypata and decorated with gold. The gold is gone, but the square still shines with life. It's June, the month of festivals. Universities fill the plaza with colorful dances, music and costumes. Everyone gathers to watch the parades, and for a moment history, tradition and celebration all meet in one place. This is the Iglesia de la Compañía de Jesús, dating back to the late 1500s when it was built by the Jesuits. Its Baroque facade is one of the most impressive in all of Peru. I climbed the stairs for a view from above. The main altar below me glitters with gold leaf, and from the balcony I enjoy a perfect view over the Plaza de Armas. I love this place! From here I can also see the Cathedral del Cusco, built with massive stones brought from the fortress of Sacsayhuamán. This cathedral was finished in 1654. Inside it feels like a museum with paintings from the Cusco School of Art, silver altars, and even a Last Supper where Jesus and the Apostles are eating guinea pig. The whole historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. A quick stop for lomo saltado, beef stir-fried with onions, tomatoes and fries, and an Inca Cola, the bright yellow soda famous all over Peru. Lovely. It's time to continue, and my next stop is the Convento de Santo Domingo. It dates back to the 1530s, soon after the Spanish conquest of Cusco. Inside, the cloister courtyard is surrounded by elegant arches and balconies filled with flowers. Along the walls are paintings from the Cusco School of Art telling the story of Santo Domingo and the arrival of Christianity in the Andes. But hidden inside the convent are the remains of the Curicancha, the most sacred Inca temple. The convent was built on top of it. Curicancha means golden courtyard in Quechua, the ancient Inca language, a name that reminds of the time when its walls were covered in gold. And while earthquakes damaged the Spanish buildings, the Inca walls remained standing, showing the perfection of their stonework. Now I am heading to the Mercado San Pedro, a bustling market full of colors, sounds and smells. It's the place to find souvenirs, fresh groceries, spices and all kind of meat and cheese. I'm captured by the tropical fruit stores. Here I try a fresh pomegranate and orange juice. Ah, delicious! And of course I can't miss the mango. In South America it's cheap, sweet and some of the best in the world. Just outside the market is Plaza San Pedro with its colonial church rebuilt by the Jesuits in the 1600s after an earthquake. Crossing the Arco de Santa Clara I arrive at Plaza San Francisco, one of the largest squares in Cusco. Its 16th century church and convent holds a 12 meters canvas, one of the biggest paintings in South America. I really hate all these cars driving in the city center. Celebrations are still running in Plaza de Armas, and now I climb a few stairs to reach the Mirador San Cristóbal. We are at about 3,600 meters above sea level, and this is one of my favorite viewpoints in Cusco. From here the view is amazing. The whole city spreads out below, once planned by the Incas in the shape of a puma. People often gather here to enjoy the panorama. Here stands the Iglesia de San Cristóbal, built in the 1500s. Go inside for a short visit and don't miss climbing the tower. From the top the view is even more spectacular. Now I am walking along Calle Siete Borreguitos, a narrow street lined with flowers and colorful balconies. This spot is very popular for photos. These narrow streets are beautiful, and now I arrive at the Acueducto de Sapantiana. It's a colonial stone aqueduct built in the 1600s to carry water into Cusco. My next stop is another amazing viewpoint, the Mirador de San Blas. From here I can see the red roofs of Cusco stretching across the valley, framed by the surrounding mountains. The view from here is absolutely amazing. Many people gather here for the perfect sunset shot. The neighborhood of San Blas is known as the Artist Quarter, full of narrow streets, workshops and small cafes. Here you can find Plaza San Blas with its church, famous for a wooden pulpit carved from a single tree trunk. There is also the Coca Museum dedicated to the sacred coca leaf in the Andean culture. Night has fallen and I have chosen un steakhouse near Plaza de Armas. Peruvian cuisine is world class. My lomo de alpaca alla pietra volcanica with red wine is simply delicious. If you are into craft beer, Cusco has many options. One of them is Siete Vidas. Celebrations don't stop at Plaza de Armas and it feels very safe to walk in this architectural jewel even at night. This atmosphere is really great. My second day starts at the Inca wall of Hatun Rumiyoc, an original Inca construction that has stood here for centuries, famous for its 12-angle stone. After about half an hour walk, I reached the ruins of Sacsayhuamán. Cusco is very interesting. Sacsayhuamán is the great Inca fortress built in the 1400s above Cusco. The walls are shaped like a zigzag and made of giant stones, some so heavy that they weighed more than 100 tons. The Incas cut and placed each stone so perfectly that they stay together without any glue or cement. Later, the Spanish took many of the smaller stones to build houses and churches, but the huge walls remain standing strong. Today, Sacsayhuamán is also the stage for Inti Raymi, the Festival of the Sun, celebrated every June with music, dances and colorful costumes. The view from here is really beautiful. From the fortress, Cusco opens below with Plaza de Armas at its center. A short walk takes me to the Cristo Blanco, built in 1945 as a gift from Palestinian refugees. It recalls the Christ in Rio, and the view over Cusco from this spot is great. From here I start my way back down to the city. It's very nice to walk inside these little streets. These charming narrow streets lead me to the Monasterio de Santa Catalina, a 17th century convent that now hosts a museum. At sunset people gather at the Mirador de San Cristóbal, as every evening, to enjoy the view of the city and the fading light. Celebrations keep going non-stop all across the city. Today I decided to do a one-day tour to Palcoyo. First stop is Checacupe, with its reconstructed Inca rope and wood bridge over the river. After about 1.5 hours drive, I reach Palcoyo, where the hike begins. It's a bit cold. The hike is easy and takes about 1 hour. I am just with my group surrounded by beautiful colors. Finally I reached the top and the view from here is absolutely amazing. Palcoyo, Peru, 4,975 meters above sea level, also known as the other Rainbow Mountain. Vinicunca, the more famous peak, attracts the crowd, but Palcoyo is quieter and more authentic. Here you don't see just one mountain, but more than 5 colorful ridges stretching across the landscape. The colors of the mountains come from different minerals, red from iron, green from copper, and yellow from sulfur. In the distance rises the Ausangate Glacier, sacred to the Incas and still worshipped by local communities. At the highest point stands the Bosque de Piedras de Palcoyo, a stone forest with sharp rocks shaped like teeth, often called the Balcón del Diablo. There are no words to describe the beauty of this place. Unfortunately, it's time to leave. Back in Plaza de Armas, it's dinner time. I chose Mulli Steak and Wine, an excellent restaurant. I start with a carpaccio of alpaca. Lovely. Then Peruvian Malbec red wine and lomo saltado, tender alpaca stir-fried with onions, tomatoes, crispy potatoes and rice. Wow! Today I decided to do a day tour in the Secret Valley. All the places I visit today are part of the Valle Sagrado, sacred to the Incas for its fertile land and spiritual sites. First stop is Chinchero, a village at 3,700 meters, famous for its colorful market, Inca terraces and a colonial church built on Inca foundations. Moving forward I reach Moray, a set of circular terraces used by the Incas as an experimental laboratory. With 4 different microclimates, they tested plants here before spreading them across Peru to feed millions of people. From this spot I can also see the Andes rising all around. Next stop is the Salineras de Maras, thousands of salt pools built on the mountainside since Inca times. This place is very interesting. Each pool fills with natural spring water which dries under the sun, leaving pure white salt that local families still harvest today. The journey continues in Ollantaytambo, an Inca village with narrow streets and canals. All guided tours climb up to the Templo del Sol, but tomorrow I will take a full day to explore the site on my own. It looks like I am back in the past. Last stop for today is Pisac, a village famous for its handicraft market and Inca ruins high on the mountain. The walk up follows terraces that once grew maize and potatoes, and from the top the view of the Secret Valley is unforgettable. It's now time to leave this beautiful place and head back to Cusco. My journey continues to Ollantaytambo. I decided to come here to be closer to Machu Picchu. Today I will hike up Pincuyula, an easy and relaxing path. Very nice view. I recommend this hike. Pincuyula is a small mountain with Inca storehouses, once used to keep grain fresh with the mountain winds. From here you also get a perfect view of the Templo del Sol, built in the 1400s with massive stone blocks. It was both a temple and a fortress, and one of the last Inca strongholds against the Spanish. Wow, this place is spectacular. A short pause, then I continue through the storehouses to the highest accessible point. Beautiful. After my hike I reach the Urubamba River, where the defensive ruins and the Inca bridge are located. A quick stop at the Mercado de Abastos to try local mangoes and strawberries. Plaza de Armas is the main square of the town, with shops and restaurants. With a 15-minute walk I reach the Inca site of Keyoracay. This place is isolated, I am alone over here. These ruins were part of Ollantaytambo's terraces, walls and houses for daily life. I will now enjoy the evening and get ready for tomorrow. I'm leaving Ollantaytambo to reach Aguas Calientes, also called Machu Picchu town. There are 2 train options, Peru Rail and Inca Rail, and it's best to book tickets online in advance to be sure of a seat. The journey takes about an hour and a half, following the Urubamba River through stunning Andean landscapes. Along the way I can also see hikers walking the famous Inca Trail. Machu Picchu town, or Pueblo, also known as Aguas Calientes, is the starting point for all tours to Machu Picchu. The train station is right next to the Mercado Artesanal, a lively market full of souvenirs. The town is a tourist resort with many restaurants along the Urubamba River. It's time to rent a towel and stop at the Baños Termales, the hot springs that give the town its name, with several outdoor pools of different temperatures surrounded by mountains. After taking my bath, I visit the small waterfall inside the complex. There is also the famous Catarata de Mandor nearby, but I won't visit it this time. At the center of town is Plaza Manco Cápac, the main square. I will now eat something. I choose Mistura, an excellent place with great food and service. I start with causa, a Peruvian dish of potato, avocado, trout and tiger's milk. Then lomo saltado de alpaca, simply delicious. The weather is very foggy. I hope tomorrow I will be able to see the Machu Picchu. Good morning, guys. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I start my guided tour to Machu Picchu with a 6 a.m. entrance. Tickets must be booked months in advance, but you can also try your luck with about 1000 released daily, or book a private tour like I did, paying more but stress-free. Machu Picchu has different tickets for each circuit, and number 2 is the best with the classic panoramic view and access inside the ruins. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. This site is busy but extremely beautiful, something to see once in a life. Built in the 1400s under the Inca Emperor Pachacutec, its exact purpose is still not clear. Its stones are fitted with anti-seismic precision, standing strong to this day. The site remained hidden from the Spanish and was brought to world attention in 1911 by the explorer Hiram Bingham. Many artifacts are now kept in Cusco, including a famous gold bracelet displayed in the Machu Picchu Museum. People from all over the world come to see Machu Picchu, and daily entries are limited to help preserve the site. Huayna Picchu is the steep mountain that rises behind Machu Picchu. Only 400 people a day can hike it with a special ticket and enjoy a stunning view of the ruins. Now it's time to leave this beautiful site, which I truly recommend visiting with a guide to fully understand its history and secrets. I make a quick stop at the Museo Manuel Chávez Ballón, also known as the Machu Picchu Museum. It provides more information about the site and also displays the famous gold bracelet found at Machu Picchu. There is also a botanical garden here. The tour was amazing. I will now just spend my time enjoying Aguas Calientes. I'm now leaving Machu Picchu Pueblo and heading back to Cusco. I am back to Cusco! It's Corpus Christi and the city is on fire with celebrations. So guys, unfortunately this episode is over. I hope that you enjoyed it. See you soon. Bye!